I cannot believe I'm actually about to tell you this, but your girl has secured another wholesale order. Well, not another, my first one. My first wholesale order of 2025. And my second being in a store for the year. I told myself I wanted to be in 5 stores by the end of 2025, right? But now that I'm thinking, maybe I should aim a little higher. Maybe I should just do like 1 a month, 12. What if we should aim for 12? I think when I stopped worrying about like making sales and just focus on telling stories and really making my product see how it can fit in everyone's like day-to-day life, I think that's when it really just started to happen so organically for me. And I can't believe it. So what we're about to do now is fulfill this wholesale order. So they ordered 5 Love You Honey, 5 Matcha Average candles, and they also had 5 Love You Honey perfume oils and also 5 Matcha Average perfume oils as well. So I have a lot of the perfume oils already ready to go, but I do have an event coming up this Tuesday, February 18th. So I have to prepare for that. And then I also have to prepare for this wholesale order. So it's a lot of moving parts. So I just want to take y'all on a journey with me today. And you know, before anything, I gotta have my Dutch Bros. No, this is not sponsored, but they should sponsor me. So this is currently what my setup looks like right now. It looks like a mess, I know, but I'm working on some things, okay? And sometimes stuff is just gonna be out of order. So I finally got my new labels in from Sticker Mule. I do get my labels from Sticker Mule just because it's a little bit more cost effective for me. And until I am able to get like more of them, this is just what's gonna do. So here's a pro tip. If you are a candle maker or if you're someone in general who owns a business and you use labels, go to Sticker Mule and purchase the samples, and you can get 10 to start off with. And I think it's like 10 for like $9. And you they're in good condition. They're in good condition. I don't know if you can see, I don't know if it's focusing, but yeah, so that's a little pro tip. Actually, I'll see if I can put like a little discount or coupon or something in my bio in this video. Because yeah, Sticker Mule is a plug. And I know there's a lot of stuff that's going on like politically with Sticker Mule, but y'all, I haven't found anywhere else to get them a little cheaper. So that's what we're gonna have to work with for now until we are able to go somewhere else. So, all right, so I also have my Love You Honey. I was able to get like a bigger quantity of these last month. So I had them on a roll, but as you can see, the roll is rolling and I don't have a lot left, but that's okay. It's more than enough that I have for this wholesale order and also for the order that I'm going to do for the Black History Month event that I have this Tuesday. So I also have some labels and stuff, but I really just need to make candles, and that's my fault. I've been procrastinating and I don't know what it is. Just, I love making candles, but just, I think as I get older and making candles, my back hurts and my feet hurt and I'm flat foot. So I just been putting it off. But it's like, I can no longer put it off anymore. So I'm going to get the jars together, prep them, clean them out, wick them. That's a job in itself. Maybe today we're just doing that and then tomorrow we're pouring. Yes, I am, about to be 5 years old in the business as a candle business owner. I really wanted to come on here and just talk to you about some things that I wish I knew before I started my business, and like lessons learned. So as I get these like wholesale orders together. So first things first, and I feel like this was such a really good thing that I was able to do unconsciously, I guess you could say, when I had first started my business. And it's definitely like building an email list. An email list is very, very, very slept on. Okay. And you can still do it like organically. I would recommend it that you do it like before you even launch, because you want to have something set up to where when you're able to launch your things, you don't want it to be crickets. Like you want people to purchase from you. And I think like building an email list really builds that anticipation, because you want people, in the queue waiting for you. I got coffee on my shirt. Don't worry about that. But like you want to build that like anticipation. And I think that is one thing that I can say that I did really well on without even knowing. But looking back and, just trying to see overall what I can improve on. I do remember just a lot of marketers always saying like, build your email list, build your email list. Your email list is the people, for one, the people on there that you know that is going to be interested in what you have and what you're doing. You've already piqued their interest. I think that building an email list also is going to come with those days and those times where you're not going to have a lot of sales. People online are buying what you're, selling. You're not getting any TikTok shop orders. You're not getting any local orders, and you're trying to clearly reach more people. But I think the importance of having an email list is that those people are already on your list. They already are interested in what you have, what you're doing, and it's good that they're already there. You know what I'm saying? You already have an audience. And I would recommend that you start your email list as soon as possible. As soon as possible. I forgot what I was using at the time, but I think I just had I think I was doing it manually, where I would go to events, and I would have people, put their information down, and then that way I could manually put it in my website. Or even if you have Shopify, just like how I do, there's a part on the bottom where you can tell people to sign up, to be notified of this and that, or exclusive drops, or sales and stuff like that. That's how you kind of get people to sign up to your list. Just really getting call to actions. And the call to action is basically telling them what to do so that they can get incentive to what you have in your business or whatever. So for instance, your call to action could be, say you're coming out with a new scent, or you're even just trying to market your own brand in itself. Taylor Candle Club was fresh, it's brand new, and you're just trying to get people to sign up to get on the list. Taylor Candle Co., will be releasing on April 1st, 2020 with these scents. Sign up to be notified of the launch or the exclusive launch. These are the scents we're going to have, just kind of build some type of anticipation so that people can be excited to get your products and to overall just buy them. You want to build excitement. And like I said, I used to do it manually, or I would direct them to go on the website, or I would include a link on my story as well too. Hey, tap this to sign up to be on the list. And then that way too, you can make your email list very exclusive. So if you want to randomly drop a sale, you can do that. And you can do it exclusively for your people on your list. Or if you want to, do a buy one, get one, or if you want to just do it, if you want to get certain feedback from the people that you already know are purchasing from you, it's a great way to talk to them, to make it more intimate, and just to get feedback as well too. Because social media is always changing, but I think the people who are already into your brand and they're into you, they're going to be on your email list. They're going to anticipate what you're going to come out with, your scents and all that. And it's already such a great way just to keep people engaged. So, and that's another thing too, when you're launching a new scent, or just anything new in general, it's going to be so useful when you do have those people on your list, because it's kind of guaranteed that they're going to buy it, So if you have not already, be sure to start your email list or newsletter list, however you want to call it. And like I said, I used to do mine manually, but there is a way that you can do it on Flowdesk. I think it's called a form, and I've created multiple for my perfume oils. So you can do the same thing. You sign up with Flowdesk, and then you also get your, it's called a form on there. So you'll sign up with that, and then you can customize it. You can say, this is, for perfume oil launch, or it's for a candle launch, or blase. You can customize it to your liking. And then when you're advertising, you just, use that certain link, and then you have people sign up for it. And I think that Flowdesk, I talk about Flowdesk all the time. At this point, I need to have stake in the company, but Flowdesk is such an amazing platform, especially for small business owners. And I had it a long time ago, but I stopped using it and I switched back to, was it Shopify? No, Klaviyo. But Klaviyo got a little too expensive because I had too many people on my list who just simply weren't opening my emails, and I just felt like it wasn't fun. All I would do is go to Canva. I would make whatever I wanted, and then I would download it, and then I would upload it. And then I just remember being on Threads, and someone was like, if that's all you do in Klaviyo, then you might as well just convert to Flowdesk. And I was like, you're right. So I converted, and honestly, it's just been so much easier. It's just so much seamless. If you're a small business owner and you currently use Klaviyo, I get Klaviyo was really good for analytics, but Flowdesk is where it's at. And like I said, I will drop the code. I'll give you an exclusive code. So when you want to sign up to do your own Flowdesk account, to whatever it is you want to create your like your form to get people to sign up, or your newsletter, or your just do, or you want to, however you want to do it. I'll give you a code to that, and that'll be in my bio. But it's so seamless. Like, and I was telling my boyfriend this too, because I was really struggling with Klaviyo for a while, because for one, I felt like all the people on my list weren't getting my emails. Things weren't being synced, and it was just annoying. And I felt like I was just sending out emails and nobody was getting them, or no one was buying. And I can say that since I have switched to Flowdesk, I've been getting a lot more sales. I just feel a lot better sending out emails, and people are opening them, and people are unsubscribing. And that's another good thing too. If people are unsubscribing, that's great. Because the worst thing that you could have is someone who is just looking at your stuff or been on your list for a while, but has never purchased. And I don't know, the marketers say that like, oh, someone has to see your stuff like 7 times before they purchase. But I don't know, like if you're on the list and you're not, there's something on there that you don't want, or like you're just not for it anymore, it's okay if people unsubscribe. I've learned that. And I had a hard time dealing with that too, because I'm like, wait, why are you unsubscribing? I want you to stay. My boyfriend was like, girl, that's okay. It's okay if people unsubscribe, because that just brings you closer to your targeted audience. It brings you closer to the people who actually care about your products, care about you, care about your business. Like those are the ones who actually tune into you. And I was like, dang, you kind of cooking with that. You kind of cooking. So, but yeah, by all means, start your email list, because the worst thing to do, like I said, is to try to open up, like, your business or whatever it is, and you have no one like waiting. Like you're just shooting in the dark. At this point, if you don't have an email list lined up, or if you already don't even have people on your list, period, you are shooting in the dark, and you're expecting results, but like you're not building the exact pathway to get there. And don't do that. Don't do it. So that is my first rule of thumb. Please make sure that you are building an email list. Number 2, just like I was telling y'all earlier, like I have so much to do. And I ain't gonna lie, I thank God that I'm busy, because in them slow seasons, baby, I'm like, okay, what do I need to do? I feel like I'm not doing enough. But you also have to understand that like, you're not gonna get everything done in a day. You're just not. I'm sorry. And that's okay, because a lot of times us small business owners, like we have lives, candles, or whatever you're doing in your business. It's probably not like your full time, right? We're all doing this as like a side hustle until it can be, full time or whatever the case may be. But I just feel like setting unrealistic expectations for yourself is just a sure and quick, easy to burn yourself out. You're going to burn out. And I had to learn this, and I still am learning this. I feel like I give myself a little bit more grace with it now, because I'm older. I have like a better understanding, and I just know how I operate. I can't operate off of go. Right now, I take my list, whether that's on my phone, in my notes app, I know it hate to see me coming. I know my notes app hates to see me coming. Anyways, or I'll get like just a regular Sharpie or a pen and a notepad, and I'll write down like all the things that I need to get done. But I understand too that like, okay, this would be good if I could get all this done, but like I also want to just have things that are higher priority. So we're just going to list it out, see what we can get done, do our time blocks, and like that's it. And then the next day you just try to get it done. I think with us business owners, like we try to get so much done in a day, and it just doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. And even now, like I still be feeling like I'm unprepared with a lot of things. But that's just how it's gonna go. And I realized that like you're never gonna fully feel prepared. You're just gonna have to do what you can in a day and go about it the next day. That's it. And you can't feel guilty about it. And I know you probably will, but like I said too, like all of us, majority of us, like we all have regular lives, and sometimes people also have kids too. Like if you have a family, if you work multiple jobs, you gotta cook, you gotta clean. Like it's okay to not get everything done in a day. It is okay. I'm saying this from experience, and it's just like me talking to my younger self, like, Taylor, it's okay, girl. It is okay. So this is me telling you, it's fine. Everything will not get done in a day. Do what you can in a day and move on to the next task. an amazing one, which I should have said to a lot of things when I first started my business. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say no. Like, you don't have to do every single collaboration. You don't have to say yes to doing a certain scent just because people want to do it. You don't have to say yes to doing a market that is $300 just because so-and-so Pookie Dookie and everybody else and their mama gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's not your target audience, you can say no. If you don't want to do it, you can say no. If it's like not in the vision of what you envision for your brand to look like and to be within this, you know, whatever it is, event, you can say no. It's okay to say no. I think when I first started, I was such a yes woman. Such a yes woman. And rightfully so, because I was trying to do a lot of things. I was trying to get myself out there. I was trying to reach a new audience. I was just trying to get everybody to know about Taylor Kendall & Co. You know, and at first you are going to say yes to a lot of things. But looking back, there's a lot of things that I probably shouldn't have done, which it wasn't terrible the way that the way that things panned out. But I'm just like, maybe I should have said no to this collaboration, or maybe I should have said no to this wholesale order, or maybe I should have said no to doing so many customized different candles when first starting out. Because yes, it was cool and it was good that I got the experience, but I feel like it also wasted a lot of my time. And it's time that I can't get back with working on my business and just doing something else. Like, it's good that I had the experience to do, but I'm just like, you could have said no. You didn't have to do that. And I felt the pressure. I ain't gonna lie, I did feel the pressure. And you know, when it comes to wholesale too, like it's a discounted price for people, which rightfully so, right? Because they're buying more of your products in bulk. But I just feel like there's a lot of situations where I just could have told myself, like, Taylor, you didn't have to do that. Just because it's wholesale, you also have to think about, like, okay, do you have all the products in stock? Is it gonna make sense for you numbers wise? Do you have all your supplies? Do you have to just order more in order to fulfill it? You know, or are you just doing it just to get it off your shelves? Like, are you really trying to expand? Or, you know, and I just feel like sometimes even having people, you know, purchase or whatever the case may be, and it's like you're trying all these new things, and I feel like starting off too, like you're kind of lowballing yourself. So that's the only regret that I have. It's just like, you don't have to say yes to everything. It's okay to say no. And then if you feel a little indifferently, you know, like a year later, you come back and you talk to the customer, whoever is, you know, wanting to do wholesale. Okay, cool. And you want to do it. But I think just like first starting out, like, it's okay. It's okay to say no. You don't have to say yes to everything. Honestly, if you're saying yes to everything, that's a sure and quick way to burn yourself out. And then you're not even going to fall in love with the craft anymore. Because I felt like that too at one point. Because I'm like, I'm doing so much for everybody else. But what am I doing for Taylor? How am I, you know, what am I doing for Taylor Kendall & Co? What am I doing for Taylor and the Taylor Kendall & Co? Really think about your why you started, and how you operate your business too, because you can get so caught up in numbers and it just leads to exhaustion. It leads to burnout. And then you're just like, I don't want to do any of this anymore. So say no when you need to say no, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with saying no. Here's another one that I really talk about often. Girl or guy, you do not have to do every single pop-up shop that you see. You don't. But hey, if that's your thing and that's what you like doing and you have the, you know, the funds to do so, go for it. But as for me and mine, no, I can't. Because like I said, this is just another quick and easy way to burn yourself out. And burning yourself out when you are operating off of pure, just like motivation all the time, because you're not always going to be motivated to do things. So I guess discipline in this case, it's going to hurt. It's going to put a damper on your mood and how you're overall operating your business. I just feel like to like really look at, okay, Who's going to be there? How is this certain market already marketing themselves on like social media? What is the foot traffic like? Is your target audience there? Like, have you scoped out the scene before? Is this something new? What else are they requiring of you? Do you need to have a tent? Because if you need to buy a tent, then that's an investment. Some people have certain tents that you can only buy. Some of them are like $80 or to $100. If you're not getting a tent, they still require it. So you're going to have to rent a tent. So that's an extra $25 to $50 on top of what you're doing at the market. Also, too, foot traffic. Foot traffic is a really big thing, because if you're not going to have a lot of people there, how am I supposed to sell the things, you know? So it's really good to like have all these, I guess you could say, details and figure that out beforehand. And really think about like the target audience. The target audience is the number one. Like who all gonna be there? I know as Black folks, that's what we say before we even go anywhere. Really, who all gonna be there? Because if you think about it, for me, I am considered a high-end luxury fragrance candle company, or overall just home fragrance brand. And I think me being at a local farmer's market, it just don't make sense. Yes, there might be traffic there, but you really have to think about these things. I think it's very crucial too to understand your target audience before you even pick a market, because that way you can know right off the bat, like, you know what, it's not, you know, just because they're offering me the, you know, oh, you want to do this farmer's market, do you want to do this and that? It's okay to say no. It is totally fine to say no. And they may be cheap. Which is good too. But also, like I just said, are your people going to be there? Are you going to be able to make money? The overall goal, right, when you go to these things is to make money. But sometimes you don't. Sometimes it's just for brand awareness. And I feel like the people who consistently show up with these, like, yes, they may have like a really good target audience and stuff, and it might be working for them too, but these things add up. The really good ones are pricey. Like I do a few markets here in Nevada, and I think like the base for them starts at like 125 or 150. And if you are someone who you're like, damn, like that's a lot, you know, you're going to have to really evaluate like, okay, what is the foot traffic? And if you live in Vegas, like how hot is it going to be? How hot is it going to be? Cause it's always like so freaking hot here. Or, is it going to be like during a holiday? Or, you know, you really just have to base everything off of like market research. So my best bet for you, my best advice, I guess you could say, is just do your research. Research. And like I said too, it's okay to not do every market. At one point, I didn't want to do any markets for some time, but I had to reevaluate some things. I'm like, all right, Taylor, let's think a little logical here. But I think for me, I said I didn't want to do like any outdoor markets, but I'll do outdoor markets until it gets like crazy hot. Because, okay, yes, I have perfume oils now, but prior to that, I just had candles. And when having candles, I had to come up with my own solution and my own way of bringing the candles, making sure they're not melting, making sure they're cool, putting them on the table so they're not melting. Like there was one market that I had about 1.5 years ago, and it was literally the soup, because the wax melted, you know, so you have to take into account all these different types of things. I would prefer to do the ones that are indoors. That's just me. Wherever you're at, it could vary, but I'm for all the indoor markets. So even if, you know, it might not be the target audience, but if it's something that you just wanted to try, get your foot out there, get your foot in the door, see who's there, see who could possibly be your target audience, just give it a try. I feel like no one market is going to be the same, but you have to be a little bit educated in it. You can't just go in it blind. So do your research, and if it's not a good fit, it's not a good fit, and that's okay. You will find one that is. I'm gonna tell you this right now, Kobe, please stay over here. I don't want you. Come back. Thank you. What are you doing? Your target audience is not going to tell you that your products are too expensive, okay? Please understand that not everybody is your target audience. Come here, get a little closer. I know, it's hard to understand. It's hard to realize because you want everybody to love you, love your brand, love what you have. But at the end of the day, not everybody is going to, and that's okay. Come on, give me a hug. I think when I first started to, like, I was like, dang, they ain't had to say that to my face, you know? Because I was on Twitter. I was on Twitter, and, you know, there were a few people who were just like, ooh, these candles look too expensive. Or they like, oh, $25 for a candle? And it's crazy because the prices definitely went up since then. How you'der. But I'm just like, y'all, I don't think people really understand the craftsmanship that goes into it. The sourcing of high-end materials and supplies. I just feel like everybody has someone who they like and someone who they don't. And your target audience, or someone who is really invested in you and your journey and your products and just overall your craftsmanship of your business, they're not going to tell you that your products are too expensive or your candles are too expensive. So my best advice is to ignore the haters. Honestly, too, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. Okay? If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. And it's okay. Like, even when I do markets or whatever the case may be, people say, oh, your price is too expensive or too much. I just look like, okay, like, honestly, like, what do you expect for me to say? What do you want me to tell you? Like, you know what? You're right. Let me offer you 75% off just because you told me that my products are too expensive. Let me help. No. And I get it. But also I understand that I'm just not your target audience. And you're not my target audience either. And I know it just like breaks some people's hearts sometimes because they're like, no, I want to be able to be, you know, affordable, or I want to do this and that. And hey, if some people's are like that and that's how they operate, that's good. That's, you know, I always tell them, like, Bath and Body Works is open all the time. If that's something that you're into, if you really like, you know, terrible fragrances and, you know, all that types of synthetic fragrance oils and things that are just not good for you, and you want to inhale that and you're burning the candles, that's good. Like, go for it. And you will get the price that you want based on the types of synthetic oils and all that stuff that they have, you know, when they create it, it's mass produced. Like, if that's what you're into, that's okay. But for me, I'm just going to continue to be me. I'm going to continue to sell my products to those who are interested, and those who, y'all, I thought he ran out. And those who are interested in what I have to offer. It's okay. It is okay, girl. And honestly, I probably should have had this one as number one because it is very important. But last but not least, please make sure you are testing your fragrances and your wax, your candles overall. Just make sure that you are testing. Testing is key. I know you're so excited to put out X, Y, and Z type of fragrances and candles, and you're just so excited. But the best thing that you can do for yourself and for your business, for the longevity and just trust and safety of your business as a candle maker, is to test. Even when you feel like, oh, I'm confident in this and I use this one for this, so it should be like good for everything. No, you need to test. With every new fragrance that you have, you need to be testing to see how that operates with your wick, with your vessel, with the wax. Like, you're literally a scientist, and you want to make sure that your creation is the best, and that it holds up the best in every household or whoever has it. So test. Even when you are confident, still continue testing. I know when I first started, it didn't take me a long time because I was like, I'm the type of person where if I'm very invested in doing something, like, oh, I'm going to buy every little thing all at one time, and I'm going to test it. And that's exactly what I did. So it didn't take me long to get to where I felt comfortable because I was testing literally every single day, every single hour. Like, all right, let me write this down. How did this wig perform? How did this wax perform? Okay, with this fragrance, how did this perform? And I still do that to this day. I'm like, nope, I can't put that out because it's not performing the way I want to. So if you are someone who is new to the game, Or even if you are still consider yourself as like a beginner, whatever the case may be, make sure that you are testing. Testing is going to save you, of course, so much time, energy, and overall, like, it's just such a big investment. Because when you have these candles or perfume oils or whatever, like, you want to make sure that it's safe for the customer. That is the overall goal, because they are getting it. They are getting your goods. They're the consumer. So you want to make sure that it is in the best tip-top condition ever. So test your waxes, test your fragrances, and yeah, you got this. I trust you. I believe in you. And even when you think that you are sure, test again. Just keep testing. Okay, so I think that does it that I have for right now. If this is something that really helped you in your candle making journey, or just overall as you're getting started with candles as a business, please feel free to let me know. I really enjoy making this video because there's a lot of things that just like I look back on like, dang, I should have did this differently, or I should have did that differently, or just overall how to maneuver as a candle maker. And I hope that this video helped you today. Of course, like, if you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the description or in the comments below. I would love to do a part 2 as well. I just feel like looking back, there's been so many different changes. And I think with the things that I'm talking about could definitely save you a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of effort, and most importantly, a lot of money. Okay. So, like I said, if this video was helpful, be sure to leave me a comment below. If you would like a part 2, I can do a part 2 as well. I feel like I can do like a part 2, 3, 4, 5. But yeah, let me know if this is helpful. I hope it was, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.